Greetings, true believers. It's your old pal Spider-Man. Good morning. Happy Saturday to y'all. We're going to do a shave today, but I thought I'd use a few items that I haven't used in a while. I've kind of gotten in this little rut of keeping a handful of soaps on my counter, and I've just been using those. And haven't really gone back into the den to grab anything else new for a while, just kind of been stuck. Hadn't been bothering me, the variety. I've been switching kind of back and forth between about 4 different soaps. But today I wanted to change. So I grabbed Conservatory by Jeeves of Hudson Street, also known as Mountain Rain. I think Conservatory was the original scent name, and then they switched to Mountain Rain, I believe. And I know Jeeves kind of stopped making soap for a while, and now they're back in business. And from what I understand is somebody else is now running it. I think Brian just didn't have the time or didn't have the energy to do it, or just didn't want to do it. I don't know. But I guess sold the rights to somebody else. So now it's being made somewhere else. But I'm happy for that because I do like the soap. Really good soap base. So I'm glad these are back in production, and have been wanting to get a couple of aftershaves to match some of the scents that I have. I'm going to be using my Ever Ready Re-Knot. This is a TGN Pure Badger Knot. This was my very first ever Badger brush. I got this in a piff way back almost 10 years ago. This brush has seen better days. It's lost quite a few hairs. A lot of them have been breaking. So I don't use it that much, but I did want to go ahead and dig it out. For this use, just kind of went through my brushes and like, what haven't I used in a while? And this kind of poked up. So we may lose some more hairs. Eventually I'll get this thing re-knotted, and we'll go from there. So what are y'all up to today? Today I have got a couple things to do with my sons. One of them is a freshman in high school, and he has started on the golf league. So he's got to practice today, and then either later today or tomorrow we're probably going to go to the driving range and see if we can whack some balls, so to speak. My other son is kind of big into shooting and hunting. He's on the trap league for school, and he just bought an adapter for his 20 gauge so that it will take 22 shells. So we're gonna go buy some 22 shells and have some fun with that. Just gonna add some water here. So, has anybody got any plans upcoming for St. Patrick's Day? You might notice we went with a different color hair for St. Patrick's Day. It was supposed to be all green. We used 2 different colors to dye our hair, and one of them was emerald. And the emerald ended up, when we dyed it, at least in my hair, the blue showed up a lot more than the green did. So it is supposed to be green, and it looks like it's showing up more blue on the camera than it actually is in person. It's actually more green with just some blue highlights. In my camera it looks a little bit more blue. But this is my St. Patrick's Day hair. Probably gonna fade out a little bit between now and then, so we'll probably re-dye it. but my hair usually holds on to greens pretty well. Some of the other colors fade out pretty quick. But it's corned beef season. That's my favorite thing about St. Patrick's Day is corned beef. It's aside from crab legs, it's probably my favorite. It's my favorite meal of the year. Meaning, like, sometimes you only have a certain meal for certain holidays, certain times of year. Some people eat black-eyed peas only on New Year's Day because it's tradition. Generally you're only roasting a turkey for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Some people get a big ham for Christmas. Roast beef for St. Patrick's Day. Pumpkin pie, that's a seasonal thing. Usually you don't think about having a pumpkin pie unless it's fall. So certain things you have at certain times. So crab legs is one of those. You can have crab legs whenever you want, and not think anything of it. But generally, if you're thinking about having corned beef, it's generally around St. Patrick's Day. You can obviously have it whenever you want, but usually St. Patrick's Day is when the stuff goes on sale, and so that's when you buy it. So when I say my favorite meal of the year, that's what I'm talking about, like those seasonal meal items, and that's what corned beef is for me, my favorite seasonal. So Aldi had a really good deal on some corned beef, like $1.99 a pound. And that's about the cheapest I've seen it in quite a while. So I've been stocking up because I like to have corned beef throughout the year, but I also don't like paying $5 a pound for it. So generally during the year I don't buy it, but I do stock up when it's on sale so that I can have it throughout the year because it is so good. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And having some good old Irish whiskey. I got some Jameson Black Barrel, which is one of my favorite Irish whiskeys. I love the Black Barrel. And then I got some Sons of Erin, which is distributed by Restless Spirits here in Kansas City. And that is a really good Irish whiskey. Oh, I didn't say anything about my razor. So this is one that I have been using a lot. And the reason I didn't go for something that I haven't used in a while, as far as the razor goes, is because I'm still using my one blade February blade. So today is the 7th, which means I've been using this for 36 consecutive shaves, all throughout the month of February, and I'm keeping going as long as this blade will still give me good shaves. Everything, even after 36 shaves, still very comfortable, still close. I never get tugging, pulling. A lot of people say when their blade goes out, they get tugging and they notice that it's pulling on them. I don't ever get that, ever. So I just use it until it stops giving me a close shave. And right now this is very, very close. I mean, I am doing a little bit more touch up than I probably would normally do, but that got me right to the smoothness where I want it to be, really. So I kind of judge my stubble by how it feels around midday. So if I feel my face midday It should still be relatively smooth. A little bit of stubble starting to come in, but nothing like I would feel towards like the end of the day. Now, if I feel my face midday and I've got the type of stubble that I should be feeling at the end of the day, that to me is my indication that my shave was not as close as it should have been and the blade is on its way out. And I probably will get a new blade on that next shave. So it's not really feel based during the shave, it's feel based after the shave. And seeing how long that individual shave has gotten me throughout the day, that's when I know that my blade is giving out on me. And usually I get at least a month, if not 2, out of a blade. I rarely keep track, except during certain times, like One Blade February. I will keep track of all my shaves. Just to see how long I can take it. I used a feather blade one time. I got 115 shaves out of it. That was my record. I've gotten like 60 some odd shaves out of a Persona. I'm probably gonna take this one, hopefully, further than that, which is what I didn't mention that. It's a Persona blade. I'm going to be using Skin Bracer. Have not used this in a very long time, but it is one of my favorites, so I decided to pull it out. If you are on the cadre and you have not yet signed up for TSC Bingo, go do it now. If you're not on the cadre and you're like, what, bingo? Yes, we play bingo on the forum. It's a lot of fun. You win a custom badge, and I've got a secret special prize for the winner. I will be calling it. The game will be starting on St. Patrick's Day, so you got about 10 days to sign up. But don't wait, go do it now. Let me know there's some interest out there. I think we've only got 2 people signed up, maybe 3 right now. So let's get the participation up. If you want to play and you're not on the cadre, sign up for the cadre, www.theshavingcadre.com. It's one of the greatest forums on the net. About ready to celebrate our 2nd anniversary. There is some really cool 2nd anniversary swag available for purchase. There's a sign-up list on the cadre. Just search for, well, just look at the little banner going right across the top of the page. It'll take you right to it. And there's still some spots open. They're limited, but there's still some spots open that you can grab one of those swag bags and join us and then sign up for bingo. All you need is one post. Just go to the introduction site, introduce yourself, you know, tell us something about one of your shaves, do anything. One post is all you need to be eligible to join bingo. So I hope you join us. We have a lot of fun with it. We hide the bingo calls within my post since I'm the caller. So any of my posts during that one day, the calls will be anywhere in there. So it's a lot of fun. It's kind of like a little treasure hunt, or sometimes like a wild goose chase. But so it's bingo crossed with like a treasure hunt type thing. You look for the calls, and it's a lot of fun. It doesn't sound like it is on the outset, but it ends up being a lot of fun. And we have a lot of banter between all the players and the callers. So we have a good time with it. So that's my shave for the day. Really loving, love the smell of the Skin Bracer. So glad I pulled that out. Don't use it near enough. But that's my shave for the day. Hope you all have a great Saturday. And let me know in the comments what you're going to be doing for St. Patrick's Day. Later, guys.